very particular lightsaber. Golden Harvest V4 cores. There is the whip blade. You know, where's the breaking point? It's a 3 Saber LED stand, Darth Vader lightsaber from Return of the Jedi.
Welcome to the Saber Factory.
Hello there, this is Kevin here at thesaberfactory.com, and this is the monthly digest of December 2024. And we are about to end this year with a special digest. It's going to be shorter than the previous ones that I did. I know I can be a little long sometimes when we, go in depth with those lightsabers, but this one is a little bit special because I have a couple products that I just want to demo and show you because they're already on the catalog, and then there are a few things that I just want your opinion on. So I just want to survey you and ask you, well, do you think this is good enough that it should be on the saberfactory.com? So it's going to be a little more of a special video. I'm of course going to cut this and put it on socials, also to survey you on Instagram, TikTok. I have a couple updates, just a little bit of news. As usual, I've got some very funky products to show you today, namely this Darth Vader Return of the Jedi hilt that is at last now available on the saberfactory.com. I have the so I will question you if you're interested to see this Master Vernestra from the Acolyte, this hilt from the Acolyte, and we'll also demo together the whip blade, the NeoPixel whip blade. We'll also see together, it will be a stress test, see if it's strong enough. I actually want to test that product with you live in this video, and I want your opinion on it. And this very particular lightsaber, think what you will of it. I decided to name it, if we add it to the catalog, and you will tell me, I decided to name it the Infiltrator. And it's not in reference to Darth Maul's ship. So, anyway, wait till the end of the video to know more about this. Of course, all of those sabers that you see are on the new LED 3 Saber stand. That is honestly the best seller of the holiday season, but we are having, well, probably too many of them being ordered, and production is not yet up to those volumes, so it takes a little bit to ship. But anyway, we'll have an in-depth demo of that Saber stand. I forgot to mention, because it's more of an announcement, but I also have with me the first Golden Harvest V4 cores, and those will be soon available on the saberfactory.com. They will also be available to select with certain lightsabers, and of course we will grow and make that more available on many lightsabers. So that is what you should expect in this digest. Now, a little bit of news very quickly. As I said, we still have the late gift discount code available to all on the saberfactory.com. What it means is, if you use code LATEGIFT, L8GIFT, at checkout, all lightsabers, no matter where you are, they are 8% off. That is until January 12th, so go to the saberfactory.com and enjoy this discount. Now, if you live in the US and you order one of our ready-to-ship lightsabers, you have a specific collection for that, then you're eligible for a BOGO, buy one, get one free. So meaning you take, I don't know, we have in stock in the US, we have, let's say, Balin's Skull and Luke Skywalker. Well, one of those sabers is gonna be free. So this is a clearance sale because we're going to switch warehouses, things are going to change, the inventory is going to change, but don't worry, it'll still be there. But there is a clearance sale, so yeah, until there are no more sabers available, or at least to a certain quantity threshold, and I don't think it's going to last for more than the month of January, so go right ahead. Only if you live in the US can you see and enjoy this offer. I just wanted to touch base again, but I've done it pretty extensively on socials. But I wanted to thank everybody again, because I didn't do a monthly digest in November, so I'm doing it now. But we've donated 4,460 USD to the charity, the same that we did last year, Les Liens du Cœur, and this was amazing. You can go and check out my videos on TikTok and Instagram about this, but I just wanted to thank everybody again to having participated in the charity event. This is amazing. On behalf of the Liens du Cœur and myself, thank you so much to my lovely community. Now, let's dive into our digest and have a look at those amazing items. Now, let's go and let's start with Darth Vader Return of the Jedi Edition. So, Darth Vader lightsaber from Return of the Jedi. I'll be honest, Vader is, weirdly enough, it's my favorite character, and it's not yours apparently, because his lightsaber is really not doing as well as Anakin's saber, or even Obi-Wan to some degree, or even Luke's saber. I don't know why, but it might be the reason why I never really thought too much of extending the range and adding this version that is usually not the preferred version of Vader's saber, but and I understand, to a lot of fans, if you're a fan of Vader's, well, this one is kind of nice. Also because if you've ever seen his saber from ESB, well, you will see that, I have it here, the difference is in size, mostly girth, is massive. Like, this is based on the Graphics, and you can see that it's the same format as Anakin's saber. It's the same girth, it's the same length. This one here from Empire Strikes Back is huge and heavy. This one weighs in at 515 grams, and this one 670 grams. And you see that there is this additional sleeve inside that's basically the size of this hilt, and there is this on top of it. So I know that a lot of people think it's strange how big it is. You don't realize it when you see it, but it is actually screen accurate. And some cosplayers don't really like the proportions, the actual proportions of this saber, and a lot of them actually want to go to a smaller format, and I guess I understand why when you have it in hand. So now that it's back on the wall, this one available in Xeno 3 baselit, NeoPixel or Profi, and it's 1 inch, so standard blade. The button is integrated right here inside this control box. Again, screen accurate, but not necessarily comfortable. That's one of the cons of those movie replicas. One nice thing is it's got 2 D-rings. One here at the pommel, one by the emitter. So no Covertech wheel, but you've got D-rings, and they are, of course, sized properly to work with our belt clip attachments that you can find in our accessories on the saberfactory.com. So it works nice. Of course, both of them will work. And the blade attachment is kind of cool. You don't have to use one of those tiny screws, but you can use this little chrome ring here. Simply loosen the retention screw here, insert your blade, and tighten. And that's it. And as always, I always recommend that you only use one screw, that it pushes the blade against the emitter, not 2 screws. With this one, you don't have a choice, which is kind of cool. This saber here, in this instance, is equipped with Xeno 3 NeoPixel, which is the turnkey board that most people choose. This is not a slide-out core, it's a fixed core. USB-C charging, as always, you know the drill. And when you turn it on, you can control it through the Xeno 3 Saber app. You know everything you can do with a Xeno 3. Simply press here. Classic Darth Vader. It's a Xeno 3. You have the color change. This is the quick color change, but you also have a more granular color change. You can also like do it through the app. As always, you know, Xeno 3 with everything it allows you to do. And this hilt also is available with Profi and in baselit. It's 1 inch. It's quite deep. The emitter is quite deep, meaning that technically you could have a NeoPixel like this one, and inside you could have one of our NeoPixel to baselit adapter, and use a baselit blade and also dual with it for fun. Yeah, again, I'll give you a better look. This camera here, chrome, shiny finish, a little less shiny on those parts, all aluminum, with all of those little knobs here that you can actually, remove, replace. Those work with Allen wrenches if you wanna tighten the grip. So yeah, there's the possibility of adding a second button if you want to do a 2-button Profi, etc. So yeah, I mean, quite great. This is a VHC thread. Not that you would, you could do anything with it, really. Yes, you could insert a coupler, but is this really something you want to do? I don't know, but I'm just saying, technically it's a VHC thread right there at the pommel. Even though I don't really see the point of it. But maybe it's good to know. So that's Vader. And yeah, launch price is $309 USD for the baselit version. And NeoPixel starts at $339. Again, when I give launch prices, it means that this is the price at launch. Anytime you see this video, it might have gone up, it might have gone down. Depends on the success of the Saber, depends on the current sale and offers that we have. So I can't really tell you a definitive price for it, but as of today in December 2024, it's $309 for baselit, $339 for NeoPixel. So there you go for Vader, already available. And now let's move on to our Saber stand. So again, I'm going to bring the Saber stand into focus. So you see this Saber stand. It's a 3 Saber LED stand. It's, of course, you will have recognized the nod to the Death Star wall panels. This is an RGB stand. It comes with a remote, so you can control it with it. You've got color change, so you have pre-programmed colors, but you can also, be a little more granular. You can technically, scroll through colors, and so you have a little more choice of colors when you use the minus and plus buttons for colors rather than those buttons. So, but you have the white, of course, that is the standard, like those, for the Death Star wall panel design. It's a pretty heavy piece. It's all metal. It's honestly pretty heavy, like the box in which it comes, which is this. It weighs in at 1.9 kilos, which is slightly above 4 pounds. I think it's 4.1 or 4.2 pounds. So it's a big, heavy box, meaning it's not going to fit in your Saber case or in your Saber box. So this means bigger packaging to put both if you order a Saber and the stand. It also means more shipping weight, so more shipping cost. So yeah, that's something to consider. It's not a small Saber stand. It's quite a big piece. It's 5 volts up to 24 volts. So basically this is a USB-C cable that comes with it. You can plug it anywhere. I suppose any USB adapter of any kind will be okay, because to get above 24 volts on a USB adapter, I don't know what it is you're using. So this is safe to plug pretty much anywhere, but just always make sure the limit is 24 volts. Works nice, absolutely. Yeah, nothing to say except that the build is strong. The metal quality, it is black, so even if it renders a little gray on the pictures, it is definitely black. You've got those little polycarbonate stands with it that you simply insert in the grooves, and then you can put lightsabers on it, just like this. Yeah, does it work when you have a lightsaber with a blade is one of the questions that I know I get. Is yes, but you always have to find sort of like the balance point depending on which saber. So sometimes it's on the hilt, but then, you know, like it's a little crooked on it, so most of the times it's best to put the blade. But sometimes you see the balance point here. This one is okay, but it could have been worse depending. This is a short blade. With a longer blade it would be better. But yes, it's possible. Does it look good? I don't know. That's for you to decide. This stand is already on the website. It has been in very high demand over the holidays. We have it at 89 USD launch price, and right now production is a little behind. There is a message on the product page to say that this is going to require a little more time before it ships. So ideally for now, don't order it with a lightsaber unless you're willing to wait a little more, because it's running out of stock, and every time there are new pieces coming in at Nexus, then after a few orders it's out of stock again. So yeah, this is going to require a little bit of patience, at least at launch. Of course you can dim it. You have dimming capabilities. You have different modes, so different blinking modes of switching lights, and you can adjust the speed of it or reduce the speed. So yeah, it can be a Christmas decoration. I know it's a little bit late for me to talk about Christmas decoration, but it really does the trick. So yeah, anyway, and then you turn it off, and yeah, you turn it back on. If you pick a color, it will go back to being solid color in standard mode. So there you have it. Pretty basic functions, pretty simple, but it doesn't have to be complex. No, it is not wall mounted. You don't have any mounting holes or anything, but then you would need to make your own saber stands if you ever wanted to mount it on a wall. Technically it's possible. You can still do something at the back of this. It's metal. You can still print your own saber support, so that, I mean, yeah, of course you can customize it, but as it is not a wall mount. There it is for the saber stand that has been a massive success since it's launched. I'm going to put it back here, and we're going to move on to quite some interesting items that I want you to look at and tell me what you think of it. Leave your comment down below on this video, and I'll also be cutting some extracts of this video to put it on socials to survey everybody and to get your 2 cents on it. So basically, this is the whip blade. Is something that comes from the Acolyte with Master Vernestra's lightsaber. I've not added lightsabers from the Acolyte because there was no demand for it. And when I surveyed you about it, no one responded. I'm going to be honest here. No one responded. So seeing the success, which is necessarily not the word here, but the critical reception and yeah, the expectations around the show, that it didn't really create the proper context to add those lightsabers. But I don't care if you tell me that you're interested in this hilt because it looks cool, or because it's a rare design, and so, well, it would be great with your cosplay and it would make for a unique hilt in your display collection, whatever. Then of course it's a great reason for me to add it to the catalog. So tell me if you would want to see this hilt on the catalog. But separately from the hilt, there is the whip blade, and the whip blade is something on its own that you might be interested in. But before this is added to the saberfactory.com, I want your opinion, because I don't think that this can join the catalog without some asterisks to explain, you know, to avoid people from being disappointed. Let me show you. So I'm going to use this saber to demo the blade. Oh. Now,
power on.
So again, on this camera, right now, because of the brightness on camera, I'm not sure that you can see it. So I'm going to leave it on my desk, and I'll try to adjust this camera, because there it is. I want you to see something, is that for this blade to work and to be flexible, Nexus has had to reduce the LED density, meaning that it doesn't have as many LEDs in the strip so that it becomes flexible. But then you have this sort of striped look that you can actually see when the blade is lit up. So this might be, this might put you off, and you go, no, doesn't look good, I don't want this. But also, so one thing I should say, if I ever put it on the website, if you ever take it, the default setting on your Saber, on your app, might not be the maximum length of this, because this is 156 centimeters, which is way longer than the blades that we usually ship. So you would have to go in your app to make sure that the end of this blade is illuminated. You'd have to go in the app settings and go for the maximum blade length at, I think it's 144 pixels, and then it illuminates entirely. So now that I've said that, I'm just going to go back to my more normal light setting on this camera. So yes, it works as intended, because it is flexible, and honestly, so far it's resisted every attempt that I threw at it, pun intended. So I don't see a problem with it, but I have not stress tested it, so maybe we should do it together, I think. Because I'm really questioning the durability of such blade. You already know, and I've shot a video about this, that NeoPixel blades can be plenty strong, but there are weakness points. Like the weak point of a NeoPixel blade is the tip, because this is glued, inserted and glued. If you ever like hit something with the tip and it breaks or falls off, if this part of the plastic here breaks, then the tip falls off. If the tip falls off, the LED strip can now fly off with any movement, any swing movement, and then ruptures the soldering points at the base, and your blade is dead, or you have to repair it and resolder the wires, but whatever. So this is the only real weak point. The rest, the polycarbonate cylinder is super strong. Whether it be a baselit or a NeoPixel, it's not gonna break. And I've demoed that. But this, I don't know. It's different. I don't know how the LED strip is going to react over time and over use. So I don't know how stupid can you be with it. Because if you want it, probably you want to play with it. But I would recommend to use it just for cosplay. But again, you might want to do Indiana Jones-like and just roll it. But, you know, how tight can you actually roll it? You know? Where's the breaking point? And I fear that if I put it on the website and I don't put too many asterisks explaining don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, there will be some people disappointed. So tell me if you think this should be just a custom product that you can ask me in the chat and I will send you a custom order link, or is it something that you would absolutely want to be able to buy and replace, okay, and buy a replacement for. Yeah, so right now, I don't know, and I think in terms of launch price, this would be basically around $100 US. So it would be slightly above a standard, you know, NeoPixel blade. Would you be interested? Let me know in the comments. I'm really interested. And now I think we should stress test it. What I'm mostly afraid of is that, so I'll show you first. I'm mostly afraid that the base here, it can twist inside. And I'm afraid that if you accidentally twist too much, you're going to rupture the wiring. And so, let's try it. Is this actually something? So I'm going to cut the volume here.
Volume low. Mute.
Okay. So now I'm simply going to twist here the base that is locked and see when it's going to break. It's not. For now, it is not. I'm not sure. I think it's locked pretty well. That would be a good sign, actually. Woo! Nah. Yep, I did it. You see? I broke it. So yeah, my fear is realized. You have to turn it a lot. Like a lot. You saw me doing it live. Yeah. You really have to be stupid with it. Yeah, it dislodged entirely. Yeah, and now I can see here the wires got cut straight. And it's all torn inside. I don't know if you can see it like this, but yeah. So you got some room before it breaks. But, you know, if you do it bit by bit over time, you wouldn't really know where it is. So, I don't know, it's not as bad as I thought it'd be. But it's still not great because it can happen. So, if I add this to the catalog, it will be with an asterisk saying, you know, don't twist it. Which might be weird. But yeah. So anyway, we know the weak point of this blade, but as such, it worked quite well, you know, so now I'll just have to rewire it and resolder it, and it'll be fine, but it's just not necessarily what most customers would want to do with their blade. But yeah, for me, easy enough, but I would understand if you didn't want to have to do that. So that was the NeoPixel Whip and Master Vernestra's hilt. You let me know in the comments and on socials if you're interested in those two items. They can be sold separately. Of course, I think the default for that lightsaber is going to be the classic blade, and you can still opt for the whip if I put it on the catalog. Next, okay, it's something a little unusual. It's a lightsaber, but I'll admit the design is, well, tell me what you think. Because what I think about when I see this lightsaber is a strange conversation at home with friends or family. Wow, nice dildo you got there. No, it's a lightsaber, see? It would probably be better with a blade. Yes, I know it's a strange design, but it's a lightsaber, so you do what you want with it. It's intended to be a lightsaber. Now that we've got that out of the way, the saber in itself is super light. It's 305 grams for the hilt, like this, not with the emitter cap, the blade plug, basically. So it's 305 grams. It's super light. It is a long hilt, like from. It is a long hilt from here to here. It's 27 centimeters, so it's kind of a good grip for dueling lightsaber. You've got different colors. You've got black. You've got a gray, and you've got gold. And it would be around 120, 140 US dollars launch price if it was to join the catalog. But I'm not too sure of the design. I don't want to create any misconception of what this is. I don't want people to misuse it and then come complaining this is a lightsaber. But again, so yeah, simple question. Do you want it? Are you interested by this model, this design? Yeah, that's a new proposition. You simply have to comment or answer a survey on my socials, and there you have it. Again, I want to remain adult in this conversation, but I'm having a little bit of a hard time. Last look at it. It's pretty simple design. There you go. Last but not least, I want to talk a little bit about Golven Harvest V4 because, and if you don't know what it is, I think you will find that very interesting. And of course, I know a lot of people in the lightsaber community know what it is. In the next few days, I'm going to test the shit out of this new board. I want to know it like the back of my hand before I put it on sale at the saberfactory.com. Also, it will start with core replacements, standard cores, for dueling sabers, some custom design, some character saber that it would be compatible with, and that's up to you to know if the core format is the same. But other than that, before it is integrated into current hilt designs in our catalog, it's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to come bit by bit over time, because the Nexus hilts we sell will have not all, but a lot of them will have GHV4 options in the future, because Nexus and Sabertech have signed a deal to integrate this new board. And this new board is, on paper, amazing. Now, I have no doubt that it works great, because I know that Sabertech does great stuff and they don't release something that's half-baked. So I don't have any doubt, but I just want to know the product before I put it on the website, because first sale means potential first questions, first customer service, and I want to know it like the back of my hand before I answer to any of you. So, what can you expect from Golden Harvest 4 if you've not followed the latest news about it? Basically, we currently have a lineup of Xeno 3 made by Nexus. That is the turnkey option. It is the simplest thing you can get that provides that many functionalities. And then there is Profi, which is the honestly really a pro version. You need to have some IT knowledge or be comfortable, doing computer stuff, editing config files, and then those things. It doesn't rhyme with turnkey. So Golden Harvest, where it's interesting is that it is, and even more so with this version number 4, it is turnkey, but also allows for greater customization, much greater customization than Xeno 3, but made easy. You don't necessarily have to go full IT dude, editing config files. You can do everything with the on-the-fly editor. You can use now with the V4, you can use your computer or your mobile phone to edit your profiles through Force Sync on mobile or the GH Commander web app on your computer, because this board is Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. That's kind of badass. Also, it's got a dual core processor with a third core also for other functions. So it's basically multitask. It is powered up, filled with more memory, so that this is sort of future proof. Any upgrades in the future, this can take. So that's pretty cool. There are so many features that I'm not going to list it all, because it's not the point of this video, and you can go on Saber Tech's YouTube channel and group, and you can check it out. And I'll of course have a detailed product page when it's out and ready for release. So yeah, I'm just going through some of the main highlights of this. Future updates that are coming are also super cool. There will be a support for OLED displays. There will be a blade style canvas editor, so that you can basically create blade animations frame by frame. And of course, blade style editors are what most people want out of a powerful board like Golden Harvest or Profi. Something that Xeno 3 should have, a basic blade style editor through the app soon. It's still being worked on. But if you don't want to wait or don't care about it, this is going to be an amazing option for you to have. So again, so much can be said. The SD card reader is now capable of 10 times more reading speed. So it means you can have so much more files, so much bigger files, no problems. It's lightning fast. I could go on and on and on and on. I'm going to test it. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to do my thing. And then it will be up on the website. I hope over the course of January. Might be early Feb, I don't know. But it's going to be there very soon. The standard core replacement like this one. And then we'll update the catalog and offer the Golden Harvest option. Basically, when it's out, you should expect the Golden Harvest option to be around the pricing of a Profi option. That's what you should expect. It is turnkey like Xeno 3, but it's super powerful and customizable like a Profi, but made easier. So honestly, this is going to be a major step up, a great option. over the time when we add it to the catalog. Now I have to stop because I said I would make this digest shorter than usual. I even stood up, like I'm not sitting in my couch as I usually do, because I thought it was going to be shorter than usual, and in the end it's not. Sorry about that. So there is my digest. I really want to see your comments. I want to hear what you think of those items, those that are not yet on the catalog, those that were also added. And don't hesitate to ask questions in the comments. If you have questions about the product, about something you ordered, go on the saberfactory.com support chat. I'm always there. And yeah, don't forget our offers ending January 12th. The late gift 8% discount code, as well as the USA domestic warehouse clearance sale. And yeah, I just want to wish you a wonderful end of holidays, because I know this video is going to arrive right before New Year's Eve, and I'll see you in 2025. Thank you for watching. May the Force be with you.
Join me, leave a like and subscribe to this channel.